A new movie is coming out called Not Reality TV. It's put out by Hillary Clinton and James Cameron and some other people. Hillary Clinton is commissioned it, and it says the end of days. Hillary Clinton commissions her own disaster movie and gets James Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Sigourney Weaver to issue an ominous warning about global warming. This comes from the Daily Mail. It says that stark images of burning forests, parched earth, and massive storms, crops failing, food prices rising, and our children are at risk, giving this ominous scenario that's happening in the world today as a result of global warming, which they say leads to climate change. Well, movie director James Cameron has helped produce a teeth-rattling short film about the dangers of global warming, and he's deploying his skills he usually uses to jolt viewers into his epic thrillers to get them worried about the threat of climate change. Well, the film begins with scary images of burning forest, cracked earth, vicious storms, pollution, and waves slamming into a seawall. As the images of calamities roll, former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger weighs in and says, because of global warming, mountain snow melts earlier each year. And when that happens, the ground dries up earlier too. They also state that there is a consensus among climate scientists that the world's climate is rising due to man-made events. It goes on to state that climate change is a threat to our livelihood, our safety, our children, and the prosperity of this nation, says Sigourney Weaver. Well, the movie underscores that climate change is an urgent threat to our planet and a defining challenge of our time. And it also makes clear how high the stakes are in this election, according to a statement from the Democratic Convention press office. Well, here's the deal, folks. They've put out this movie right here just before the election time and right at the time of the Democratic National Convention. The problem is that it's easily proven that global warming, which leads to climate change, is an absolute hoax. It's all propaganda. So why put out a movie trying to scare everyone? They've obviously put millions of dollars into making this movie. Well, why do it? Well, the concept is simple, and it's actually been extremely successful for many leaders throughout time. All you have to do is promote a crisis, whether it's real or an imagined crisis, which creates fear among the people. Once that is established, you declare that government oversight, gross taxation, surveillance, and increased regulation offer the only solutions to that crisis. You see, the goal all along is greater dependency on the government of the citizens and the protector and provider, which leads to more control. The crisis is used as a means to an end. The global warming or climate change hoax that is being promulgated worldwide is put out by global elites around the world, and they're spreading the deception that mankind has caused the surface of the planet to increase in temperature due to greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, etc., and that humans have emitted this, causing all this big global catastrophe to happen. They warn that if it continues unchecked, that the planet could experience rising sea levels, increased rain and snowfall, more damaging wildfires, heat waves, health risks, droughts, hurricanes, and declining freshwater supplies and floods that will threaten our infrastructure, agriculture, transportation, and air quality. So that's the crisis, and it's a dreamed up crisis because it's a hoax. So only this time around, all throughout history, things like this have happened, but this time around, their agenda is not to achieve greater reliance only on a national government, but it's global warming or climate change is considered a universal problem. We all breathe the same air, we share the same water, and rely on the same rely on the same dirt to produce our food. Therefore, the solution must be an international political authority And that's right, the global warming crisis is created for one single purpose, and that's to establish a world governing body that will control the lives of every person on earth. The goal is eventual dependency on a world government. It is the same world government prophesied in Revelation chapter 13 to be in power at the time of the second coming of Jesus Christ, and that's what the global warming, climate change hoax is all about.